Hi guys, this is Mike and this will be a mini review of a mini guitar, the Guild Traveler. And this is also video number 2 in my series of mini reviews of, Western guitars with a mahogany top or even better, a mahogany body like on this guitar, right? After I'm done with all of these mini reviews, I guess I'm going to make a couple of comparison videos depending on the body sizes of the guitars. And the last video in this series will actually be a huge shootout between all of these instruments with, a lot of sound comparison samples. I will have my final opinion, my final verdict on each and every one of these guitars. Plus, I will try to rank them from worst to best. So if you're even interested in these guitars in the slightest, it is your civic duty to, subscribe and hit the notification bell to never miss a video. A new video is up every Monday, right? So we have your Fridays with Frank, then whatever trash you're watching on the weekend, and then on Mondays you have your Mondays with Mike, right? Yeah, so that's the plan. But of course, today we're going to talk about the Guild Traveler. So, as I mentioned, we do have an all mahogany body. This is laminated mahogany. Guild says as much on their website. We also have a mahogany neck and a rosewood fretboard, right? We don't have a preamp or a microphone built in. We don't have a tuner, naturally. This is a pretty bare bones instrument, right? But it's pretty nice, actually. It's pretty small. I think it's actually the smallest out of all the guitars that I'm going to test, right? But it is pretty bare bones. It does, however, come with a pretty cool gig bag that I want to show you. It's black. It has a Guild logo there. And what's cool about it is that it's not your standard soft cloth gig bag, but it has reinforced sides, right? So it's pretty strong, especially the sides, right? And that's pretty cool that you get such a nice sturdy gig bag with an instrument that is as affordable as this one, okay? Now, let's talk about the build quality. And here I have to be, perfectly honest. The build quality is fine, right? The build quality is fine for such a, affordable instrument. It is not perfect, right? So I could show you, or I could tell you about edges that aren't perfectly round, where you can actually see some blemishes, or when you, touch them, you can actually feel them under your nail, right? I could show you, we have like this neck joint here, where you can see the two pieces of wood and where they are connected and glued together, I guess, right? I could show you all that. I could tell you that, the fret edges are not perfectly round, that you can actually feel them a little bit, no, they're not super painful or anything, but, they're noticeable. I could tell you all of that, but, we have to look at the price. We have to look that this is Guild's, I think, cheapest guitar. And yeah, the sound is always paramount in my opinion. And I actually would love the sound very much. And I'm actually pretty impressed what sound you get out of such a small body. Unfortunately, on my exemplar, we do have an issue. And that is fret noise on some selected frets, right? So you won't hear it now. But on some frets, the fret noise, fret buzz is actually pretty pronounced, right? It is what it is. I'm not going to set up a guitar that technically isn't mine. I'm not going to do that. So we have to live with that. I will try to play these frets a little bit lighter, I guess. You will still hear the fret noise, right? It's just on my exemplar, I think. The factory setup isn't the greatest. It doesn't have to be like that on your exemplar if you choose to buy this guitar. It is what it is, right? But you know what? Let's actually mic this guitar up and listen to it properly. Here we go. yeah, guys, so that was basically a little bit of a sound demo on this guitar, right? As you heard, I have actually pretty severe fret noise, unfortunately, right? But it is what it is. I think you could get an idea how it sounds. And yeah, I like to play it. It's a fun instrument to play. It's not, you know, the loudest, definitely. Also, I think it's more tailored to like light picking and fingerstyle and stuff like that, right? I think it breaks apart pretty easily when you hit chords, right? So it's not the guitar for that. But you know what? Actually, my final opinion on this guitar and all the other that you saw in the beginning there will be up in a couple of weeks, right? So definitely stay tuned. As mentioned, a new video is up every Monday. And yeah, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And also, if you want, you can support my Patreon or leave a super like, because why not, right? Why not? And yeah, having said that, have a good one. See you next time. Bye. With two eyes.